Hey, it's Alice. So here we are in the holiday season. Fantastic, great time of year. But for those of us that are on our health and fitness journey, it could also be a very difficult time of year, a time of a lot of temptation. So I wanted to give you a few tips of things that you can still enjoy the holidays, hopefully though without the regret that you may have. All right, so the first thing I want to share with you is if you know that you have a holiday party to go to that day or in the evening, do your exercise first thing in the morning. That way, you're going to be less likely to pig out and eat a bunch of things you shouldn't eat when you know you've done your exercise. But if you do, at least you're going to have kind of a surplus instead of starting off with a negative, right? Another thing you can do is if you drink a health shake, drink your shake before you go to the party. That way you're not going to be going there starving to death. You're going to have some nice sustenance, some great, calories and good food inside of you. If you drink Shakeology, even better. Fantastic way to start your day, start your night with something really healthy. All right. Another thing I want to share with you is if you're going to a place where you know there's going to be a ton of junk food, a ton of temptations, bring a healthy snack. You don't want to go empty-handed anyways, right? So bring a healthy snack, something that you could actually eat and not have to worry about having guilt. And you're going to help your friends and family to make a better food choice. So bring your own snack that's healthy. Another thing you can do, I want to share with you, this is probably one of the really, really, really important things, is you're going to a party where there's going to be things that you probably aren't normally going to eat, things that you would consider to be a cheat, right? So plan on cheating. What I mean by that is decide in advance, okay, I'm going to treat myself to whatever treat it is. You're going to plan to cheat. I'm going to cheat with a piece of cheesecake, or you just decide on what you're going to cheat with. But plan in advance. You're going to pick one thing that you're going to just enjoy, something that's really, but don't cheat with a cookie when it's okay. Cheat with something that you really enjoy and decide on it. Plan it in advance. That way you're going to eliminate the guilt. If you try to go there saying, I'm going to resist and I'm going to only eat the healthy food, and then you see something you just absolutely love and you knew it was going to be there and you're trying to have the willpower, well, that's really not very realistic. Because what you want to do to make a lasting change is a life change. So you have to do something that's sustainable. Trying to survive on mere willpower sometimes isn't very realistic. It's going to be there. That's something that you just absolutely love. Plan to treat yourself with it. Now, when you do that, obviously, don't eat the whole cheesecake. So be reasonable. Plan your cheat, but plan it sensibly. So that way you can enjoy it without having to have that guilt. Okay? The next thing you can do is when you make your plate, don't go right for the big pile of mashed potatoes and then the meat and then the yams, whatever. Go for the greens first. Go for a nice big salad on your plate. The very first thing you put on your plate is all the healthy stuff, green vegetables, salad. Pick that first. And when you're done with your plate, look down. Does your plate look like bright greens and bright, great colors, or does it look kind of drab and tan? If it's drab and tan, my guess is you haven't necessarily picked the best choices for you. So make sure your plate is nice and green, full of greens and healthy stuff. And then add on your meats and other things, because you're going to have a little less room on your plate. So you're not going to eat as much stuff that you probably wouldn't normally eat, right? And then also, what happens during the holidays? Holiday cheer. You can't have the holidays without cheer, right? I love wine. Wine's a fantastic thing to enjoy. I enjoy the taste. It's great. But there's also other things there too, right? Beer, hard alcohol. So if you're going to choose to go ahead and have some cheer, my recommendation would be to stick with the wine. And why is that? Because wine actually adds to your value to your body. It's actually good for you. Beer, not so much. There's not a whole lot that can do great for your body with beer. It's high in cholesterol. It's high in fat. It's just high in calories. Hard alcohol, even worse. It's definitely not the best choice for you. So if you're going to drink alcohol, great. Stick with the wines. White or red, they both have the same value. They're both great for your body. Not great, but within reason, right? And if you're going to drink alcohol or drink wine, try bringing some seltzer water, some kind of a sparkling water with you. And that way you can have a glass of wine, then have a glass of your sparkling water. You can still hang out with your friends, enjoy it, sip on it. You're probably less likely to drink as much if you're drinking some water in between your glasses, okay? And the last thing I want to share with you, if you're going to be enjoying the holiday cheer and you're going to be drinking, make sure you don't drive. Make sure you plan in advance and have your designated driver. If you both end up drinking and you think you might have had a little too much, if you're in question and you're not really sure, call a taxi. It's money well spent. All right, regardless of anything, most importantly, stay safe. Have fun and stay safe. So I hope that these tips are helpful to you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.